I cannot fathom the idea of having Memorial Day on an off work day, dude. Oh my gosh. This episode right here, I'm here to give you guys a recap on the new episode of Fruits Basket, the final, which is on episode 9 or episode 59 of the overall total number of episodes, you know? Goodness gracious, I'm like screaming in my mind and heart and everywhere right now because of what just happened, dude. I just cannot fathom or wonder like what just really happened here and there, you know? I'm like, oh my gosh, my heart, my mind, my body's all over the place, you know? So if anything else, oh man, let's just get the story right away. Okay. Let's go. We have to it that after the opening, etc., and then the scene before the opening, etc., we have to it that Akito ends up approaching Toru, you know? But let's get to a scene where Yuki and Shigure end up talking with each other, you know? Yuki's like, hey, did you see that freaking idiot around, Kyo? And Shigure's like, no, I didn't. And freaking Yuki's like, I went the wrong way, what the hell? And we have to it that, like, Akito approaches Toru, you know, with a knife, but the way I look at it, she's really struggling physically and possibly mentally. We have to it that Akito slashed Toru one time for for trying to approach her, you know. Akito blaming Toru for like ruining her world, you know. You get to be pure while I am stuck all by myself, you know. And Toru realizes that Akito is just the same, almost like her, and that Toru is dirty, you know, that kind of thing. It's because like you know what she did. She loved her mother, but now she's leaving her behind to keep moving forward to go with Kyo, you know. And Toru tried to talk to Akito like, hey, I think I seem to get the idea how you feel, you know? You just don't like to be alone, and then you had to face that kind of hardship. You said you were special, but you never no one taught you otherwise. This caused Akito to scream this caused Akito to actually scream. She actually screams saying, no, I don't want this at all, you know? And then, you know, she does drop the knife and ends up trying to run off, you know? And we have to it that Toru decides not to give up on her and tries to talk to her, but Akito's like, get off me, you know, etc. Get off me. I don't want to talk to you right now, okay? And then like, come on, let's just. And we have to it that Akito like, Akito therefore screams at Toru and vents out, you know, that she can't be surrounded by strangers, you know. I can't live my life around strangers if they freaking like. If I don't have any bonds or some kind of connection to them, that kind of thing. And I seem to get the idea where she's coming from, you know? Akito doesn't want to be surrounded by people that she doesn't know. It's kind of obvious from the get-go. We all went that route. We all don't like it, and you know, because you don't know what's gonna happen. Sometimes this and that is gonna freaking sting you or hurt you in a certain way. And Toru's like, okay, can I be your first? Name's Toru Honda. What's your name? She even extends a helping hand, dude. Even though Akito physically abused Toru, like in season 2 in a certain way, and then like this episode, despite being slashed, getting slapped in the face a couple times, we have to it that Toru still extends a helping hand, you know, and etc. I don't know how to say this, man. I mean, like, if someone slashed me with a knife, there's no way in heck I would want to help out, man. I mean, I go like, did you just slash me with a knife or something? That kind of thing, etc. But that aside, you know, continuing on, if anything else, yeah, Akito is like, oh, if I cry and complain, you'll just throw me out, you know, that kind of thing. But Toru Honda says otherwise, saying, well, can I be your first to try to start somewhere, etc. And we have to it that she extends a helping hand, and before Akito could actually like reach for it and maybe tries to reach for it, you know, that kind of thing. We have to it that that Toru wants to like help out, you know, but unfortunately, you know, the cliff broke and she fell, etc. Akito could only scream out for someone for help, and she reunites with Shigure and Yuki, and she explains the whole situation after calming down, and then etc. It looked really devastating right now because Akito, she didn't do anything at all. All she knows is that the cliff broke, etc. And we have to it that Kyo and Yuki heard about that scream from Akito, and we have to it that everyone goes to like goes to a certain location, etc. Kyo ends up ends up hearing the news from Shigure when Shigure ends up getting a phone call to Hattori, and then Kyo realizes that Toru fell, that kind of thing. Kyo ends up running to the location where Toru's at, and honestly, I was really expecting Yuki to maybe punch Kyo very badly because you know what Kyo did. Honestly, I really wanted him to do that. Although, that would not make anything better, and Kyo's crying very badly because he can't just lose Toru either. We had to it that Toru is alright. She ends up thinking in her mind of how she's gonna move forward and tells Kyo, hey, no matter how long the road you may take, even though you have to go all the way around and then you have to take your time, keep moving forward, no matter what. And we have to it that Toru loves Kyo and tells him what's up, etc. Eventually, after the light shines and Toru's okay, we have to it that freaking Yuki leaves Kyo and Toru alone. And my freaking gosh! Oh my gosh! I'm just screaming in my heart right now that Kyo finally kissed Toru, Oh my gosh, I'm like, oh my gosh. This, like I said, this episode got my emotions rolling hard, man. I cannot fathom the right day where Memorial Day came in for work day, dude. Oh my gosh. I'm screaming in my heart right now, wondering, oh my. I know, it must be cringe for me doing this right now, but I can't help it, dude. Oh my lord. Oh, man, I love the series so much. One of the best moments in the series, if anything else, We had to it that Yuki visits the hospital, and then, everyone hears about the news of what happened to Toru, that kind of thing, etc. And we have to it that there's a scene with Momiji and Akito trying to Akito, We have to it that Akito vents and feels remorseful for herself, saying, how can these guys just forgive me, I just don't get it. They're just, too soft or good, kind-hearted, or they're just stupid. And Momiji's like, hey, they're stupid, so what? It's good to have some idiots around to help out, right? And that's kind of funny, because sometimes having certain idiots, even though they are true idiots, tend to help you out in a certain way, mentally, ironically. And we have to it that, Momiji ends up trying to help Akito or try to console her despite what she has done, and says, just keep going, alright? I want you to treasure them and take care of them, that kind of thing. If you feel, knowing that Akito is starting to walk down a certain road, I guess that's a good start, And Momiji decides to tell Akito about a story, something that that will let you go see Toru, etc. And Akito visits Kureno, and now she decides to go talk to Toru, that kind of thing. And we had to Hattori ask Shigure, hey, is this what you wanted? Is this the result you've been looking for? And we have to it that Hattori gets the answer from Shigure, Shigure's like, yeah, I pretty much got the right start for Akito, really perfect and all. And we have to it that Shigure does say that he does feel a little remorseful about parts of it. I'm like, don't give me that man, do you understand people got hurt, man? Do you understand that? I don't know. Who knows? What the But Shigure, I somewhat get the idea why he's doing this and that. Maybe he does all this to try to maybe help Akito, the way I look at it, Is he says this is just a start for now and that kind of thing. And we had to it that Akito enters Toru's room, and then Akito approaches Toru, and then that happy ending song starts, and then preview next episode is called I Just Love Her, etc. This was a nice starting point for Akito to finally trying to open up, The way how Akito vented, she can't be surrounded by strangers, because if I cry, complain, or do something really ridiculous, I'll be thrown away like garbage, The way I look at Akito, and I seem to get the idea throughout the series, she's really afraid to be alone. Kind of ironic for any of us as human beings. We hate to be alone. I mean, deny it all you want, but eventually you would want to have a companion or someone with you to talk to, spend time with, hang out, even though if it's just simple trouble here and there. There's no denying the fact that we fear to be left behind or something kind of thing. And, you know, way I look at Akito, I mean, like, there's no denying the fact what she did is unforgivable. I mean, stabbing Kureno and all that, but everything else, but I don't know. All I know is like, I guess I could be one of those people to say this, despite Akito making the right start for now, even though it takes a long time. I mean, if you remember what Toru said, you know, I mean, like, you just gotta keep living, you know, that kind of thing. Like, it's okay if you make mistakes or take the long way around. Just don't give up on walking forward. Ironically, those two freaking realism quotes is just so freaking well done to talk about that thing. I mean, like, you make mistakes, you have to take the long way around. Just don't give up, you know, that kind of thing. Keep walking forward and etc. Kind of funny and ironic of how human beings are like that, but, you know, like, some of them just don't go that route at all. And Akito, at least she is going that step ahead to maybe recuperate or be a better person. Well, there's no denying the fact that, like, there are some things that she can't be forgiven, but some people forgive her for it, and, you know, maybe it's helping on herself, but I don't know. Whatever the case may be, Momiji helped Akito out to treasure these people, you know? Care for them if they still willing to stay with you. Don't go, like, doing stupid stuff like that again, you know? So, yeah, Akito is starting to open up and starting to get the idea. I'm glad for it. I'm happy for it. That's one of the highlights in this episode for Akito. Although it took a long road to this point. All it takes is one single helping hand from Toru, which is so funny and ironic. Because honestly, like I said and said it before, whoever slashes me with the knife, there's no way I want to go after them. But I don't know. Whatever the case may be. But, yeah. Speaking of the kill scenes. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Kill. As idiotic you are and stupid as you are, as Yuki will say all the time, glad of it, you're still my favorite cat, man. You're still one of my favorite characters, man. Like I said, he represents a lot about me if I were to turn into a freaking nasty, delinquent, cold piece of filth in a certain way. But, I don't know. But, Shigure, you did all that just to give Akito to get out of the house, start developing as a person, and not stay in a freaking one spot forever. Not bad, dude. Although there are some repercussions to your stupid plan, whatever. You got your wish somewhat. Yay, good job. So Akito is starting to go in a certain direction, but I'm pretty sure she still has a long way to go, you know? Even though, like, she's at... Yeah. Anyways, like I said, I can't fathom the idea what the perfect Memorial Day had to be for me to watch this episode and upload this recap and thoughts, you know. Oh my lord, I can't fathom. I'm gonna scream! Scream! So I'm done here, people. I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye. Toot-toot-toot!